Patriots coming in at 4-4. Going up against the Browns, who come in at 2-6.
All right, Larry, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the New England Patriots. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 6 yards to go here on 2nd down. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. Garoppolo now. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Frank Clark in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Let's go.
Mixon. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. This will be from 49 yards out. And that hits the crossbar and comes back, and it's no good. And by just a whisker, this remains a scoreless game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. but it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second down, 9 yards to go. Back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Looking to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And the Cowboys on the board again. It's a 2-touchdown lead there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Second down, 8. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this one is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
No. Check. Patriot. Hey. You got three. Three down. Set. Green, 39.
Now they run with Mixon. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. And that is not a sight they want to see. Joe Mixon very slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Play action.
It's Garoppolo. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On 4th down, on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's got his man on the out route. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll set up a throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct. And what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now. But later, when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
And they're able to get this one down to the 25. He got 29 yards that time.
No, check.
first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work his way down to the 16. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field, and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. The toss play to Mixon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Again, it's Mixon. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
A second quarter score from down in Houston. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looks like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Now, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll run here with Mixon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Good! Let's go! Green! Detroit!
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And they're going to get this one up to the 35-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
All right, here we go. Green, 30.
On first down, Garoppolo. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They're going to look to throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop any defensively. 3rd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 47, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because the running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And a great example there of just getting the feet in a tough spot. It seems like every year these guys get better at this.
Well, I think the drills get better that they work on, training camp, off-season work, OTAs. But also a lot of these guys have dance backgrounds, ballet backgrounds, and they take that and carry it over to the football field.
Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to 14-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Watch it now. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Dumps it off to Mixon. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. First down throw. Throw complete right side to Cooks. A broken tackle on the run, and then just on the other side of midfield, they get to it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Hurry up, here we go. All right, now, look at 56. No, check. Patriot.
Garoppolo again. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Aaron Lynch from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. Over. Watch Detroit.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score from NRG Stadium in Houston. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now a handoff looking right. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And down he'll go at the 25. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Trubisky to throw. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's Trubisky. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. 20 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Cleveland first.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. All right, here we go.
Now they try the right side here. Finding room inside the 40. And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, Where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
That's Njoku over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down, just 1 yard to go. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here we go now.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Hurry up, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
On third down, Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. On the toss, Mixon. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And out of bounds. This will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, it's hard to get them started again occasionally.
8 yards to go here on second down.
Here we go now.
Now it's Trubisky. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he gets it down to the 32. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Now Trubisky. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On 3rd down, it's Rice. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. He's got his tight end in Njoku. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short game. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
David Njoku was the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one.
Let's go! 3-19!
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. Zane Gonzalez now to try the Browns field goal. This from 25 yards out. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And this is secured by the Patriots. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number.
That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Pats, the win gets them back.